Good morning, students. Today we'll see how the network diagrams will be drawn using the activities and their relationships. Also, they have given us their durations. Now first what we have to do means, in the given details we need to identify what are the starting activities. So for the starting activities we will not be having any predecessor activities. So here they have given us the two activities A and B. For this A and B we will not be having any predecessor activities. That means these two are starting at one time, that is at first. They will be starting at first node. So we have to draw them. Activity on arrow network will be drawing now. So from this node 1, these two arrows, activity A and B are emerging. A and B. Okay, after that we need to draw our next activity. So activity C will be having A as a predecessor for it. So from A I'll be drawing this activity C. After that activity D will be having A and B as their predecessors. So we need to draw these two A and B as common for activity D. But here these A and B are starting at one node. So they should never end at same node. If they end at the same node, we should draw like this, some two parallel lines from node 1 to node 2. So that will not be a correct method for drawing a network. So to avoid that problem, I'll be using one dummy arrow over here. This dummy arrow will not consume any resources. It will be having the duration of 0. So this is dummy arrow and it is having the duration of 0. So this dummy will be equal to activity A. Now we'll be having activity A and B coming towards this node. So this, from here we can draw activity D. That is fine. After finishing of C and D, we'll move to next activities E and F. For this E and F, we'll be having C as a common predecessor. So from here E and F will be emerging. But we have to consider the next upcoming activities also to develop better relationship between these activities. We need to consider those activities. For the activity G, we will be having D and E as the predecessor. So from this node, at the end of the D, activity G can be started. But E should also be a predecessor. So E will be coming from activity C, right? So from here, from this node, I'll be connecting activity E to node joining the activity D. So now will be having D and E as predecessors for this node. From here, I can draw activity G. But if you see the next activity H, this will be having F and G as the predecessor. So from activity C, we'll be drawing two activities E and this is F. So F and G should be predecessors for H. So from this node we need to draw G. So I'll be joining this G to F node to build a complete network. So from this last node, we'll be having our common activity H. This is how we need to build an activity on arrow network diagram.